Hey everyone, welcome back to Xploit. So what I'm starting with today is that I kidnapped 2 baby villagers from that gigantic tower over there, and I'm going to drop them down about 7 meters off this cliff while they're stuck inside a boat and completely unable to move, so that I can force them into a iron producing contraption. I know it sounds bad, but that's the reality of village tech. We are just cruel like that. Although, oh. Damn. I want to riptide out of here, but I can't because I would probably kill the villagers. Anyhow, what I was saying is that the iron farm is still free range, so the villagers can walk around. They're not stuck in cells. So it's actually not that— oh, Jesus. No, 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 no! No, 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 no! Oh my god. No! You know what the sad thing about that is? This isn't the first time they died. I tried to push them down the cliff of the perimeter, well, 2 baby villagers in a boat, and I assumed they wouldn't take fall damage because I've been so desensitized from fall damage by speed horses being completely immune to fall damage that I just assumed, oh yeah, they wouldn't take any fall damage. But they did, and they died. And now that happened. Well, anyhow, I brought in a 3rd batch of 2 baby villagers that I want to bring to the iron farm, and let's hope that they don't die this time. Also, the reason why everything is hollow under this, you know, set of grass here is because we actually flattened the area around the perimeter. Well, not really flattened. We made a sort of transition. That's what Jin and I made. And I would like to say it looks pretty good. The transition from the desert to the grass over here is still rough, and that's still work in progress. We just did, you know, the actual hill itself, and we will be smoothing that out eventually. We still have to decide how yet, because we might put something on top to make it look better. But yeah, that's still planned as well. And yeah, so the reason everything is hollow under there, and why I fell down here, is because we mined all of the grass there. That's where we get the dirt and the grass, because we are legit completely out of dirt and out of grass, so we just dig it all up down here. And this is the real terrain that was naturally generated. So this time, I am not falling down this hole, and I am also not pushing the villagers down without any water at the bottom. So what I suppose that I will be doing is that I will be pulling the villagers near the center of the perimeter, which is there. Well, not the center, but like the center row, which is around here, because the iron farm is there. And I will be jumping down and placing some water down there. Then I can just drop them down. But I need to nudge them carefully, otherwise they get too much momentum, and, you know, that wouldn't be very good. Okay, so we are a little past it already, but that should be good. So I guess we'll just place some water down here. That should be fine, I think. So let's riptide back up, and we should be able to push them down there fairly safely. Since nudging a boat takes forever, it shouldn't make them fly too far. Just need to be careful once I actually get them off the edge to immediately stop. So let's just try to... come on. Come on, please fall down. Jesus, what's it? Oh, there we go. Oh. Let's go, it worked! Oh my god. Oh, and they already linked to those beds over there. That's great. So, yeah. The 3rd batch did in fact work, and I didn't cause another disaster. So, yeah. You see, this is why I really avoid dealing with villagers, because it's just a mess. So if we break that boat, they should run towards those beds on their own, right? Right? No? Come on. Oh, there he goes, there he goes. Yeah, nice. Okay, so the next step is just to wait for them to grow up, and then I'll just keep feeding them food, and eventually there will be enough villagers that there will be 20. However, Rufus mentioned that I should kill off nitwits because the nitwits don't work, and that can mess up the farm itself, so that's something we don't want. By the way, this is an iron farm that is based on old guy tech, in Rufus's words, and I believe it's Rufus that made it. We have the same one built on the Bedrock SMP, and for this particular design it produces 385 iron per hour. I'm sorry for anyone that falls for YouTube clickbait, but this is around the high end of iron farms. If an iron farm says that it produces 450 or anything more than 411 per hour, then it is lying, because the mathematical maximum is 411 per hour. Anyhow, I'm getting off topic here. What I was trying to say is that this is going to be one of 6 iron farms that we align around this area. You may be wondering why this area specifically. Well, the reason for that is that we are building this normal unstacked iron farm in an area where there will be a lot of traffic, so that we get iron passively without actually AFKing. And we decided that that location would be centered on the end portal, which is in there. Let me get my spyglass. Okay, it's a bit hard to see through the portal, through the nether portal, but the end portal is behind that nether portal. And so that would be the center. As for the other 2 iron farms, I'm going to show you a graph that Rufus made. And so the other 2 iron farms at the same Y level as that iron farm that is already built will be underground, whereas the 3 other iron farms will be in the exact location as the bottom iron farms, but above them. So I believe it's about 80 blocks above. Technically it's 76 blocks of spacing needed, but we usually round it up to 80 blocks. And so that's how we'll passively farm some iron without actually AFKing at it. And of course we are going to make a larger iron farm in the future that will be stacked, and I think our goal was 10,000 iron per hour, something like that. But another good thing about this 6 village iron farm that isn't stacked is that it's not prone to breaking, since, you know, stacking is technically not intended, and these ones are just very solid, and so that will serve as well. Alright, it's time for round 2, because I've built up the second iron farm on top of the first one. This over there is the spawn perimeter, and we also started building some trees around the spawn perimeter, because it will probably look very nice. This is one Jin made, and we'll be making about 2 or 3 variations of it, and then just basically pasting it over and over again, because making a custom one every time is a bit tedious. Anyhow, I'm here at the villager breeder, next to the pyramid, and with quite a bit more villagers than I thought we would have. Let's see if I can, yeah, perfect. So I got 2 of them out, and we're gonna try to move them over there. And you might see that I actually built a little water slide, and that way I can actually get the villagers up. But I have yet to see whether that strategy is effective, and now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably add some more basalts to the sides to avoid them dramatically falling down. Since you know that I'm such a precautious person when it comes to villager tech, and especially villager babies that are in a boat that will certainly not fall off a 70-meter tall cliff. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, 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 no. Where are you going? Where are you going? Come back, come back, come back, come back. Will you come back, please? I'll admit, I'm not the greatest babysitter. In fact, I'm probably a very bad babysitter. So, yeah. Okay, at least I've gotten them this far, so now I just need to navigate them through this makeshift forest and all the way to the water slide. Alright, so I got them there, and I'm just going to remove the leather real quick, and I'm going to extend this cobblestone wall over here I mean, basalt wall. Yeah, the thing is, basalt is pretty much my version of cobblestone or my version of dirt, except that we're actually kind of poor on dirt, to the point where we actually have to mine it up manually. Anyhow, that should be enough railing to make sure that they don't randomly fly out. Maybe I'll add another layer over here just so that it's symmetrical with the other side. But apart from that, we should be able to pull them up. So if I get the lead over here and start pulling, let's see, does it even... Yep. Okay, looking good. Keep going. Are they linking? Oh, perfect, they linked already. Nice. So I'm just going to remove this water, and I'm going to close this off to make sure they don't go down there. And let's break this boat. And they should run right in, right? Maybe let's give them a little push. They should seek towards their beds. Going to close this off. Now I can take down this horrible looking basalt structure. But yeah, they are going to their beds, so that's perfect. What I just need to do then is wait for them to grow up, and then I can throw a bunch of food at them, and then we'll get more villagers in there without actually having to move any. See, I'm a great babysitter. I didn't even struggle at all. Okay, a bunch of progress was done off camera, because to be frank, some of the progress is not that interesting, but as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another 5 and 6 iron farms right below. So the iron falls down this hole, and underground there's more iron farms here, as you can see. And of course you can still access the villagers down below. So if we take a look, there sure is a bunch of villagers. All of the drops from the golems get pushed here, of course, and it all gets collected in the central chest inside of the perimeter, which is temporary as of now, by the way. There's the other underground iron farm, but we'll see what we'll do about that, and for now that'll work. So if I come out here, as you can see, there is the iron farm storage. Let's see, is everything down here? Yeah, so we have a bunch of iron already. There's a full shulker box and some iron blocks. Well, some. It's quite a bunch. You know, it works. That's what counts. I don't know if I mentioned the total rates of the 6 iron farms yet, but each one of these single iron farms produces 384 iron per hour. So in the end, we will approximate about 2300 iron ingots per hour, which is nice. But there's a catch, and that is that we need a specific AFK location. Now, it doesn't matter too much because, as I mentioned previously, the location of the farm was designed so that it is mostly operational when we just, commute around this area. But this is the sort of AFK room, and to be specific, the west half of this AFK room, so this half over here. Right now it's just accessible through the same staircase that leads to the end portal, and I imagine we would revamp the end portal room to include the iron farm AFK room eventually, but we'll see about that, and we haven't really decided yet. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about these 6 iron farms, and I think this is a great time to end the current episode. Before I end the episode though, I do want to say that we have new members that joined Xploit, and the next Xploit episode will be a world tour with some of the new members. Not all of them could make it for the tour, but that's completely alright. So thank you all for sticking around for this episode of Xploit, and I hope you very much enjoyed it, and well, that's about it. See ya!